What's up, everybody? Welcome to Gaming Without Parole. My name's Bryan, and sitting to my... You're not Mike.
No, I'm not Mike.
That's really weird.
No, I actually grew.
Yeah.
And my hair color changed.
Yes.
So, I don't know.
And now you like good games.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know what he likes to play, but if he does, I'm sorry, Mike.
Yeah. Mike, we apologize. But in your place this week is Kevin Swenson.
There you go. Yeah, you got it. With
Got
the
it
E.
on the first
not
try.
with the A. It's not like the broth.
Not like the broth.
Swenson. That's what everyone calls me.
Okay. So thanks for filling in this week.
No problem.
Okay. And to my left, your right, is the often... never pretentious. I'm just making shit up.
Some homeless guy.
They found me outside, actually. I was wondering about
Brett Zawilski.
Yes.
How's it going?
It's pretty great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. And behind the camera, as always, is Jobby Nogueras. I'm sorry for pronouncing your name wrong for the last 2 years that we've known each other.
It happens.
Wait, how do you pronounce your name?
Nogueras. And I was like throwing some weird Spanish thing. I was like, Nogueras.
Is it tilde? They're in there like there's no tilde.
I have no idea.
Please stop.
No idea.
Accent over every letter.
I'm not Spanish, and I like to pretend to be.
I'm sorry.
I was going to say that.
I don't think anyone voluntarily wants... Oops, that's going to get edited out.
That one out.
Doesn't bleep the whole
The last 3 minutes of conversation, we gotta just restart. Like, right now, go.
Everything's going to be edited out. It's going to go from welcome to Gaming Without Parole to thanks for watching.
Yeah.
All right, Kevin, as we like to do to all of our guests, we just harass you nonstop.
Okay, that's fine.
No, we want to learn a little bit about you before the podcast even really gets rolling.
Okay.
I would like to know your gaming history, things that the kind of games that you like to play.
Okay.
When did you start playing? Give us
Sure.
a little history of Kevin Swenson.
Okay, so should I start with how I know either of you for about 6 minutes now?
How do you know Brett?
How do I know
That's
Brett?
Way better.
Okay, so me and Brett went to high school together. And I've known Brett, so how long have I been in college? I'm not in college anymore. So, we went to school together. He graduated a year after me, so I'm a little bit older than Brett, kind of like a month in age, but like a year in schooling.
Exactly.
Was Brett smart in
No.
high school?
I didn't have any class with him because, again, he was a year behind me. And I was also in the smart
I
class.
act smart, but no.
Yeah.
Brett,
I didn't act smart.
Brett started in the same year, but they finished.
Yeah, it's way different.
I
It was
actually
crazy.
started in 4 years, but it was over time.
You were 4 years before him.
Yeah.
And you finished the year after.
You know what?
I'm editing. all of
Graduated
this.
at 22.
It's okay.
22 AD. Shout out to the Bible. That's going to get edited out.
Yeah, everything's getting edited
That's
out.
fine. That's fine. It's fine. So I've known Brett for almost 9-10 years now, and it's almost been 9 years. It'll be 10 in 2 years.
I was in high school at 11.
What? What's that?
You guys can fight about this if you want.
How old?
How old are you?
I'd probably say I'd probably
how old is
8
he?
to 10 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so a while.
And I actually never met Brett for about a year and a half because he knew two of my friends that I had grown up with, and we met each other through Xbox playing Call of Duty a lot. And at the time, I think which one would it have been? Modern Warfare 2?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I never actually met Brett, and I was always like, oh, it's just some dude on the internet, whatever. And then my friends were like, he goes to high school with this, Kev, we've known him.
We would always walk by each other, and then one day we were like, oh shit.
I was like, you're Brett? And he's like, yeah, you're Kevin. I'm like, yeah. Hi. I don't know.
Awesome.
And since then, we actually hang out. So
Yeah.
it's a little weird. Nice. In terms of video game history, when did the PlayStation 1 come out? Does anyone got a date on that?
96?
96? Okay, so
96,
I got
97.
one. I got one in 98.
96.
Okay, I got one in 98, and my first game ever was the first Crash Bandicoot. A classic. And always
Solid
instant
game.
classic. I loved the platformers back then. When I was little, I loved the platformers. Yeah. Now I'm all about the RPGs, shooters, things like that. Mostly console gaming. I'm too poor for PC gaming.
Sure.
Too poor. Just absolutely do not have enough money for that. But now I'm playing a lot of Metal Gear Solid, the newest one.
5.
Yeah. Phantom Menace. No, the Phantom Pain. And what else do we play?
Jokes.
Yeah, I know. I've already started and I'm ready to go.
It's like Mike's in the room. It's so strange.
Oh my God.
What else do I play right now?
Animorphs.
I got a lot of unfinished games sitting in my Xbox.
Don't we all?
Yeah, I know, seriously.
Yeah.
And just excited for the new Black Ops. That's what I'm excited for. I'm ready for that. Maybe Halo. I don't know. Kind of depends.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So it sounds like you play a lot of everything.
Kind of, yeah. I try. I don't play a lot of MMOs and stuff like that, but I've played played them all out. I've played like Dark Souls, Skyrim, you know what I mean? Then all the Call of Duties, you know what I mean? Wolfenstein, you can pick anything. I've probably played it or something like it.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like to think so.
And I didn't hear any sports titles.
No, I don't play. I suck at
Skate 3.
That's why he's here today.
I suck at Madden. I'm okay at Madden. I'm
Yeah.
terrible at any of the NBA games, MLB games. I haven't played one since like 1999, and I don't even know what other sports are.
Why would you play a sports game when you can watch a real sports thing happening?
Yeah, I agree.
I actually really enjoy boxing games and golf games.
Those are cool.
I'm-
Yeah,
I
those
am
can be
so-
fun. Those can be
I
fun.
am so
Like-
bad at boxing games. It's not even funny.
Yeah, no.
I am a beast at Fight Night Round 4.
Yeah, what about Tekken
Yeah.
where it matters?
He's right. No,
That's
Tekken.
not a boxing game. That is a fighting game.
Boxing,
Yeah.
Real
fighting.
Right? But Hot Shots Golf. Those
That's a great
games are
game. That was
awesome.
a great game. I
Like
remember that.
it's almost like not golfing at all.
Like mini golf.
Like, it's
No, I'm
more
kidding.
like
I love the mini golf games.
it's like mini golf on a real
I
golf
love
course.
virtual mini golf.
Yeah,
I'd play mini golf games. That would
because
be great.
I'm bad at real life at mini golf.
Yeah.
Are you?
My 10-year-old sister like scraped me one day. She like rubbed it in for like a week. She's like, "You suck." I'm like,
The Devil Sister?
"Yeah,
The
she's
devil
dude,
sister Ava.
Shout out to Ava for being
Awful.
Just
Ava, you're just awful.
she.
the first time I ever met Ava, she met our friend Zach, and the first thing she ever said, we were like, "What's up, Ava?" And she was like, "Hi." She was like, "Are you Kevin?" I was like, "Yeah." And then she was like, "Who's this?" And Bryan was like, "Oh, that's Zach." And she was like, "Oh, isn't he gay?" That was the first thing she ever said about him, and he's not. And he was just kind of like,
Yeah, she was like.
she was like six too. She wasn't like, it's not like she's older, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's very strange.
she's savage. She
was
said
savage.
she said some mean things to me, and I'm just like, that hurts, Ava, and she'll just laugh.
You should be proud.
No, I am, because she's gonna be like the kind of like girl in high school to be like, yeah, well, you know, your mother's a whore, like to the teacher, and then I'd be like, oh god, like I have to pick up Ava now from school because you just fought the principal.
She's fought.
That's awesome. All right, so I guess we're back on track.
Maybe.
Sort of. Brett, what have you been playing? Have you been playing?
I'm still playing Metal Gear Solid, and
Good?
I've not good,
Not good.
not
He has no
okay,
idea what's
not
going
cool.
on. He calls me every day after work.
I texted him, I was like, call me please, and he thought it was like an emergency.
Yeah, I'm
I
like,
don't-
holy Christ, are you okay? And he's like, what is going on in Metal Gear Solid 5? I have no clue what the story is, and I'm like, come on, man. Like,
Since the last podcast, I've been on the same mission. I've
Which
the fourth one. I don't know.
What do you-
The one where I have to get the guy with the prosthetic arm. Sorry for spoilers.
oh, that guy?
Yeah. So I restarted it about 28 to 35 times probably now, and it's frustrating because no matter where I hide these dudes, so like I'll knock them out, and no matter where I hide them. And I don't understand, because, like, I'll knock him out, and he has a little Z's over his head, so I'm like, alright, he's sleeping, that's what that stands for. And I pick him up, and I toss him off a 40-foot ledge, and he lands. And then 10 minutes later, as I'm infiltrating the base, he gets up and walks back to the base, and he's like, yo, guys, there's someone in here. And I'm like,
Well, you know why that happens, right? Like, there's a reason that happens.
no.
Okay, so I don't know if you play this game or not.
Not 5. No.
So, like, I think in most of them, I mean, at least I know in Snake Eater and in this one, when you knock someone out, depending on how you do it, there's a time limit to how long they're out, because
yeah.
they'll eventually wake up.
See, I did not know
So
this.
when you put
Yeah.
someone to sleep, that's the
Fuck
longest
myself.
you can put them down with them waking up. Like, it has the longest knockout time.
Yeah.
But if you throw them off a cliff, it counts it as a collision knockout.
So it doesn't...
So it's like
so
a
that
5
doesn't kill
second.
them.
No, it's like a 5-second wait. Because when you use like punches,
Oh, yeah. I guess throwing someone off a cliff, you would assume they'd die when they
No,
hit the ground.
exactly.
Yeah, no, right,
And that's
exactly.
Yeah, I
that's what I
didn't
was
think
doing,
about
and I
that.
was like, no one's going to find a body down there. And,
unless he wakes up and goes,
unless
guys,
he
I got
walks
thrown off a cliff.
So, and then also I like the feature where you can like, is it Fulton? I think that's what it's called.
Yeah,
and I'm just Fultoning everything. It like baby dogs. I Fultoned a hamster, I found like a small little
yeah,
rodent, and I was like,
yeah.
Fulton, and it was like, nah. and I Fultoned a bear.
Yeah, I did that the other day.
It took me like 18 tranquilizer shots. It killed my horse. And
The bear killed your horse.
Bear killed my horse.
It doesn't
Because-
actually die; it comes back.
Okay.
But
It
like,
loses
That's
like friendship points,
Yeah.
which is actually a real indicator in the game.
It's
How do you
sad.
get your friendship points
You have
back?
to
You
take
pet
it on
the horse.
missions.
Brush
Oh.
It's like
You
Don't
hang out.
brush it.
it's like
You don't brush
Nintendo
the
horse.
It's what?
Like Nintendo. That made a Nintendogs
It's
joke.
Nintendogs,
Never mind.
Nintendogs.
You just pet it for hours.
Don't sue us, Nintendo.
Call it by its name too.
I don't know what its name is. Buddy.
D-Horse.
Oh, D-Horse.
That's its name.
Yeah, they're all buddies, right? That's
Yeah, they're all
called
buddies.
buddies.
I'm trying to get the wolf as the buddy, and
That takes time. You just have to play. And
I don't know how to do that.
The horse I rode the other day was named Toby.
That's
You mean in real life or a video game?
horses are dangerous,
Oh.
man.
We
Yeah.
are way off track.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Jobby, you know we can't talk about real life in this podcast.
Welcome to the podcast.
Yeah.
Well, it's not real life. I don't do it.
Yeah, speaking of real life, man, I've been watching a lot of Law and Order SVU lately.
Ooh, that's a good show. I
Yeah.
used to watch that like growing up, like
Like
all
way to
of
get
them.
paranoid about the whole world.
It's seriously like it's caused problems. I
Hence the shades.
every like I was telling you, like the one thing that the show has taught me is that everybody is up to something all of the time, and that the people who are nicest to you are the ones who definitely cannot be trusted.
Yeah, you can't trust anyone who's nice to you.
Do you think like Brett's gonna try to have sex with you? Is that what you're worried about right now?
No.
He's
means
nodding his
everyone.
head. He's going yes.
I'm like, Kevin, shush.
Kicking me under the table that everyone can see.
Yeah, no. I did think that he was going to bring someone who's going to fuck all my shit up.
I might.
Right.
I don't know.
Kevin's like, what are you talking about? Like a cat and just everything falls over.
I have no idea. Tip the camera. Like.
We have everything on camera for evidence. Speaking of stuff we have around here, I've got these awesome little knitted Nintendo things. I don't even know what to call them. Icons.
Nintendo. I'm sorry, I'm gonna go home now.
Go wait in the car. Take my keys. Go wait in the car.
I got a little star one here and the flower one here. What happened was I've never used Etsy before. It's like that.
Etsy's cool. Yeah.
It's cool. Like I didn't even know that it was cool until like 3
I
days
don't buy
ago.
like crochet baskets a lot, but if I did, that's where I'd go.
So I was looking for some reproduction games, like old, like super expensive Nintendo games, and like Sword Master and DuckTales 2.
I was just gonna say DuckTales definitely is one of those.
And like Panic Restaurant.
Yeah.
And I ended up getting like 6 games from this
Okay.
Etsy store, and so I get the box and they ship super fast. Like it was, I feel like I got the games overnight.
Yeah.
And for what I paid, I better. And then I opened the priority mailbox and like I was like, I can't wait to get these games. And like the first thing I pull out is like this mushroom, and I'm like, that's cool.
It's like they use it as padding?
Yeah.
Oh, they really do.
Yeah,
Awesome.
and I just kept pulling out more and more shit, and then the games came out, and I was like, this is the best package I've ever gotten in the mail ever.
And they are pretty cool though.
They are,
Right?
They are cool.
Yeah, we had to add some color to this room. Everything's like black and white and
Death Note.
shelving
Yeah.
and Death Note.
And Death Note.
I
Right.
didn't realize Death Note and shelving was a color, guys. Congrats.
You listen.
And I'm
my
super
girlfriend goes to
white.
art school, so like I know
true, yeah.
I know something about.
I know what color is.
And I'm like, the desk, the table's black, and I'm super white. I'm like translucent, and so yeah, we just needed to add some color. So green and pink works.
Yeah.
Those are
Yes.
complementary colors, right? No,
I don't know what that means.
I have no idea.
Yeah, they complement each other. Yeah.
that's exactly it. Yep.
I have no idea.
Awesome. So, Metal Gear Solid. That's what you've been playing. Okay.
I'm so angry.
And what have you been playing? What's been on your
Well, I've been playing a lot of Metal Gear Solid.
nice? But you understand the story.
A little bit. I didn't play. Okay, so obviously I kind of aged. I was a little aged out for the NES, so I never played like the original ones. And I had played. I own Snake Eater. And I've played the other ones briefly. I don't own them.
So wait, you kind of missed out on 1 and 2.
Yeah, I mean, I kind
Really?
of know what happens in them.
Yeah,
you know
sure.
What I mean? But like,
Those are the only ones I really like. Snake Eater and 4, I really kind of zoned out on.
Really? It's tough. Well, I mean, 4 starts with it's an hour and a half cutscene. How can you?
I fell asleep.
I feel like I'd fall asleep too.
I'd skip it. I don't care.
You can't skip it. I don't think.
Never mind. I'd not play it. I don't care.
Yeah, you can't skip it.
You can't skip it? No, I didn't think so. So when this game was coming out, I just looked up a video on YouTube. I don't remember
Right.
who it was, and it was just like a breakdown of the story. And because the games are chronologically out of order, but they come out in our real life timeline.
Yeah.
Like it's difficult for people like the average gamer to go, I'm going to pick this up and play it when you have no idea who any of the characters are.
Right.
Yeah,
Because
that's
they
what I ran
span
into.
through all of the games. So it's it's complicated, but it is understandable. You just got to kind of go with it. You kind of have to take the topics and say to yourself, I buy it, and just kind of like
Sure.
ignore that it's absolutely fucking out of its mind, because it totally is.
Yeah. I've been seeing a lot of just like news articles and stuff about how there's like little nods to PT and just all these like little Easter eggs that Kojima hid in there.
Oh yeah, he's like a master at that stuff.
Right.
He loves hiding all that kind of stuff.
And I think especially for this one, just because I think he knew for a while that this was going to be his last Metal Gear game. So very cool, like a nice little parting gesture from Kojima.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are pissed that he's gone. Now, if you look at if you go to the subreddit on Metal Gear, they are like absolutely so angry
For real.
about him being like fired or leaving or whatever it was. Because I don't really care. But
I'm sure we'll hear the story eventually.
from me, I don't know what the story is.
No, like from Konami, from Kojima.
Yeah.
They'll tell it eventually, and I'm sure it's going to be pretty interesting.
Yeah, I mean, as far as I know, he was fired, but I don't know why he was fired.
Yeah.
And it was just a very mysterious, this is his last game, he's leaving, Konami, that's it. And everyone was like, oh my god.
Party in the office.
They threw a party in the office. The rest
They
of the
gave
world
out
was
cupcakes.
like,
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Like cupcakes.
Yeah.
cupcakes are okay.
All right. Yeah.
They're like small
Should get some
cakes. Yeah, I'm down.
Mini cakes.
Mini cakes.
Run down a price chopper, grab some.
Yeah.
Where are we going with our lives? All right, let's.
All right, back on topic. Guys, not much happened this week in video game news, and lucky for us, that means we don't have to talk for very long.
There you go.
Perfect.
Except I'm not prepared, so I have it ready. We'll edit this out.
It's like super fast
Transition,
mode.
the
Right.
water drop transition. Like,
There's going to be an Xbox One update coming this November.
Oh yeah, the big one.
The big one.
the UI change, right? Is that what that is?
Yeah, revamping the dashboard. It's going
Integrating Pornhub.
to...
I can't wait.
I hope, yeah. No? I might actually turn it
As,
on.
as an app.
Xbox being Asian ass porn, and then it does it for you.
I would.
It's going to add the backward compatibility for Xbox 360 games,
Okay.
or the ability to do so. Obviously, it's going to take a while for those games to actually be compatible.
Yeah.
And it says here, additionally, the new Xbox One experience will be powered by Windows 10, enabling players to access popular gaming features up to 50% faster.
What does that mean?
I don't fucking care. What is your preferred system to play on?
I play on the Xbox. Since I did like the PlayStation, I have the PlayStation 1 and the 2 still.
Yep.
And I don't have the 360 anymore. It was starting to kind of die, but I was able to get it and take off. I was able to sell it and get like half off the Xbox One for like trading it in.
Yeah.
And I didn't like tell GameStop, don't sue me GameStop, but it was like broken.
I think that's what everybody did.
Yeah,
now,
so now I have the
Leap
Xbox. So
out
I like,
GameStop.
yeah.
Nope.
Sorry.
Sorry. That's fine.
But now I play on my Xbox mostly because I had a laptop that could run games,
Yeah.
games, kind of.
They could walk a game.
Yeah, but when I updated to Windows 10, I deleted Steam just so I had the room to update,
Yeah.
and now I just never put it back because I'm just too lazy to do it. And I don't use my laptop anymore because I'm not in school, so I don't need it.
So that's what that does.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
I guess. I don't know. I don't really know what this update will do. I know there's like, they're trying to integrate Twitch better and like allow people to use Twitch better using Windows 10. I know there's a glitch you can, because there's a big issue with Twitch and you can't hear parties when you stream from your Xbox directly.
Oh, really?
You can't hear parties. You can hear game chat in like multiplayer games.
So you hear a one-person conversation.
Right.
It's
So
fucking
the way, there's like a workaround that I saw on YouTube that came with the with the Windows 10 update, because Xbox is integrated into Windows 10.
weird. Yeah.
So I know it's like you make like a dummy account, you sign into it, start a party with yourself using your real gamer tag,
Oh, so
and then
much work.
it plays through both of them, and it's really stupid, but I
Yeah.
guess it works, and people like love to do it, especially if you're like lazy and don't want to like buy tons of equipment to like stream on Twitch. But I guess they're hoping to like integrate it, but I don't
Yeah.
know why they haven't yet. That should have been like a main feature.
You would think so. Yeah, I know the PS4 makes it super easy to stream.
Yeah.
And now with YouTube gaming, that's a new
Yeah.
thing. So everyone's streaming on YouTube now too, which I assume is just going to be the new standard eventually.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, streaming's cool, so it's going to take over.
Oh, it's definitely get popular.
Yeah,
What?
Definitely get popular. Streaming.
Yeah.
yeah, we're going to start doing that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Yep.
You want to see a guy get wicked pissed at playing a video game? Hand me a controller to Dark Souls, and I will put that motherfucker through your TV.
Yeah.
And I won't actually put it through your TV, but I want to. I will feel it in my bones to want.
That's
to.
Dark Souls, guys.
Yeah.
Dark Souls is the game that makes you hate yourself. Mario Party is the game that makes you hate your friends.
This is true.
Yep.
So it's Mario Kart then, the game that makes you hate everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Makes you hate
Friends,
the world.
family, all the
Yeah.
Okay, that works. Man, these levels are all over the place today.
I'm so sorry.
It's all me. All right, I wasn't prepared. I never am.
I never am.
So Pokemon Go is a thing. Joby's excited.
Joby is very excited.
So Pokemon Go is a new game for Android and iOS devices. And it's basically an augmented reality game where you take your phone out into the world and you search for Pokemon in the real world. It's interesting for a couple different reasons. One, because that's kind of fucking cool.
Yeah.
I'm not really into Pokemon. Joby loves it, so you're probably excited about this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What makes this really interesting is that it's the first time, as far as I know, a Nintendo licensed property has been available for something other than a Nintendo platform.
That's a good point.
Outside of like the old CDI Zelda games and Mario games, which were god awful, and so this is kind of their new step into into mobile. Yeah. I mean, this is going to be like a huge moneymaker for them. This is going to be like Amiibos times 100. So that's interesting as well. So it's just kind of curious to see like what's going to happen with that.
Can I say something about that? I feel like that's kind of sketchy almost.
It's going to be a free in-app.
Okay. Well, I mean, I know it's going to be free.
It's a free in-app purchase, and I mean, it's a free app, free download, a free app, but there's, of course, in-app purchases that allows you to probably get, like, game items, probably, like, Pokeballs or, like, God knows what. But what it basically is, I think it probably is going to run off your location on maps, and it's going to tell you, like, what Pokemon are around you, and if someone else is facing a Pokemon, it'll also give you a notification that, oh, there's a battle nearby. There's, of course, events. On the trailer, they showed that there was, like, a mass Mewtwo event where, like, all the Pokemon trainers from around the area just, like, attacked Mewtwo all at once. And so it's basically like a raid as well. So all the, like, different... They're also including this, sort of watch, per se, that, you can buy. You don't need it to play the game, but to play it at its fullest extent, it's recommended. Yeah. It basically lights up or vibrates and lets you know when the game notifies you, like, oh, there's Pikachu nearby, or whatever the fuck the case may be. So, check it out.
So, but like my only problem,
Nintendo.
My only problem with that is like, all right, so there's Pokemon around the city, but let's just say you're living in Detroit, and
there's other Pokemon trainers.
Yes, but there's a Pikachu in some random dude's backyard with a gun. You really want that
Wait,
Pikachu?
does the guy have the gun or does the Pikachu have the gun? Because if Pokemon start carrying weapons in real life, I am screwed.
Yeah, exactly. No, but it's one of those things where it's like, all right, like, that's really cool, but like, what if, like, they don't realize it and they send a Pokemon to, like, the worst part of town and they're like, all right, everyone go get it. And they're like, well, I'm going to go get shot if I go get that Pokemon.
I'll get shot for a Pokemon.
Okay, well, you know what, Joby?
I would not. That's a good point, actually.
Yeah,
you know, that if you think about it, there is, like, a liability issue to that. Is like, I don't know, I don't want to, like, single out, like, a U.S. city. So, like, let's say you're in Russia, and they're like, hey, there's Pokemon in the Kremlin, and then, you know, the KGB kills you.
Well,
KGB is not real.
long enough, the Pokemon are going to spawn in different areas.
So they'll move around.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, no one lives longer than 3 years in Russia, so I don't know why.
It's like walking through the tall grass, except everywhere's the tall grass.
They just spawn one in, like, a lake. You're like, you gotta swim to the bottom.
Yep, it's a map.
We can hold your breath.
With your phone.
I hope your phone's waterproof.
Yeah, I mean, I think a little common sense goes a long way when you play a game like this.
Yes, please, guys.
Yeah.
Don't go up to the gangbanger and try to battle him, because you will lose that battle.
On the other side of the coin, please do death-defying things to get Pokemon.
Oh, I would.
Because I can't wait to hear these stories.
Yeah, I want to see YouTube videos of dudes like climbing up skyscrapers, like from the side of the building, so they could get a Pidgey on their roof. You know, like
I'm not even gonna lie. I plan when this app comes out, I plan on being outside all the time, and that is shocking.
And that's a world twist.
Is that what they're trying to do? Is get kids outside? Like if.
Well, they figured it out.
Yeah, it works.
I'm gonna bet that if you just wander around this apartment building, you're gonna find some fucking Pokemon.
That's
Like,
fine,
are you talking
though.
about weird people or like actual Pokemon?
I didn't realize Pokemon was the pejorative term for weird people.
There's some actual Pokemon. I don't know how far they spread out from each other. Like, are they like miles away from each other, or like
No.
like
I think it should
every
be-
20
it should-
steps is one hiding behind like a bookcase?
But
Yeah.
you see, that
There's
wouldn't be
an
that wouldn't be that like
How do we get there?
easy if it was like every 20 feet, you know? Because
No,
like
there's
I feel like it should be at least every 8
block.
miles.
Yeah,
No.
that's a big area.
Exactly.
Small cities might like have issues with it too, like smaller towns. You know what I mean? Like we live in a pretty big city, but a town like like not Topeka,
Warren or
Kansas,
whatever.
yeah, or something like
Where
wicked
a
small.
block is like a mile.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what are you're gonna have some kid go out in a cornfield? He never came back. Like he never showed back.
Of the corn.
Exactly. So that's an issue too, I guess.
Again, bad parenting.
No.
It's like blame the real culprits.
Don't let your kids play video games, or they're gonna be like us.
Video games are for the devils.
There's an app that's already out that works similar to the Pokemon Go. It's a zombie app, and it's basically like you have to avoid the zombies whenever you're on the streets.
Yeah.
So I feel like
So to just send you, you'd be like, oh shit, like I want to go to this restaurant, but there's zombies in front of
yeah,
it.
so you gotta
So
go
you
around
have
the
to go-
zombies.
Yeah, no, there's an app
Restaurant.
too. I learned there's like a running app where like you download it and you put it in, and it's like you're playing a zombie game or you're in a zombie like apocalypse, and you pick up a radio, and it's like someone like in the army or something that's like, we're gonna help you get to safety, because you run on like a Google map,
Yeah.
and then it like the zombie sound will get louder in your headphones like the longer you're standing around or like not running,
Huh.
and then they make like objectives
I'd have a
for
hard
you,
time.
like get to like
Yeah, I like
get
this.
to like 4th Street, like, and you'll get like armor or something. You can't use it in real life. What are
Yeah.
you gonna do with it? But it's supposed to encourage people to like want to go run,
Huh.
and like who are like also into these kinds of things, like The Walking Dead or video games that have zombies in general.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd run because a bitch don't even chase his liquor.
I get it.
It also costs like $5, which there's no way I'm spending more than any money I've already spent on my phone to begin with.
So true. Have you played Shovel Knight?
I have. I don't own it, but I have played. I played on the Wii U. My roommate had one when I was in school.
Cool. It's got some free DLC coming.
heard about that.
Next week or this week or sometime soon.
So-
September
at some
17th.
point.
I don't know what today's date is. Does anybody know?
The
13th.
It's coming out soon.
Okay.
It's a free DLC. It's with a Plague Knight. It's called Plague of Shadows. It's going to be awesome. Nothing like some free DLC
Yeah.
to like really support
Yeah.
a game.
I feel like only bad games give free DLC.
The Witcher
Like,
3 gives free DLC. It gave 18 pieces of free DLC
Exactly.
or 20 or
crazy.
something like that. It's
Yeah.
crazy. I own the game and I
like
have all this stuff.
Evolve gave free DLC.
Yeah.
But it's because
But
Evolve
Evolve
was popular.
started with like so much paid
So
DLC.
much prepaid. Like,
Yeah, but it was
Yes.
also extremely popular for like
like a
3
week.
months. Well, yeah, for like a week for me and you, and then like 3
I
months for
never
other
owned it.
people, and then it just died down. It got to the point
Yeah.
like everyone of my friends was playing it, and then no one.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh well. And it's just it's not as fun if you don't have people to play with.
Yeah.
Because you play with randoms and they just.
I wanted to play
random
that game,
things.
but I only wanted to play it single player, so I just opted out completely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never got. They got it, but I was at school. It wasn't worth it for me
No,
money
it
wise. Like,
wasn't-
I had to buy groceries.
Like
and
I
of
still had
course
to download it on
booze
my
and
Xbox. And I'm like, I don't know.
things to impress women. So like, obviously, why would I
Yeah.
What kind of things impress women?
Evolve.
evolve?
Yeah,
Candy,
off to a good start.
Speaking of candy,
Bacardi,
I got more candy in my Xbox.
in your Xbox.
I don't know if you listen to that podcast.
Maybe not. I don't know.
I was eating Nerds and it fell in like the vent, and it was like, and I was like, ah, fuck me.
Okay, wait.
Yeah, don't ask.
How close do you sit to your Xbox that you're dropping
so
fluid?
I'm playing like Xbox like here, and I'm like my Xbox is right here,
Yeah.
and like the TV's right here, so I'm playing pretty normal.
You're
yeah.
sitting 6 inches away from your TV.
No, I probably like so okay, so like
Maybe
I'm right
6.5.
here. Yeah, exactly. No, I probably play like this far away, but I play on like a very small TV.
Okay.
I play on like a 20-inch TV.
You need to sit that close.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it.
Because anything farther you can't see. But
I actually almost spilled a glass of milk on my Xbox.
See,
the
that
other
would've been
day.
bad.
That was really bad.
that'd have been bad.
And then you know what? The Xbox is here, and like the table I put it on is like right there. And like I went to reach for it and just like swatted it backhanded, and like I caught it with the other hand, and like I
try
put
not
my
to
hand
eat.
like under the milk. It got all over me, and I was like, it's not even in the Xbox. I don't even care.
You're fine.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, I've been my coffee table, which is really just a trunk, like whatever console I'm using at the time, like usually to capture video or something. Right now, it's my Atari Jaguar.
Okay.
It's just like sitting right in front of me, and I'm always like dangerously putting like a huge copy right next to it,
Yeah.
and I'm just always catching it at the last second.
Oh yeah.
It's really strenuous. Like I don't
It is.
just put myself through it for no reason.
I don't even know how your Xbox is running right now.
It shouldn't
Based
be.
on that story, I have no.
I dropped I forgot what candy it was.
Nerd.
More
No,
nerds.
it wasn't a nerd. I haven't had a nerd in a while. It was.
That's
Oh
phrasing.
yes. It wasn't candy. Sorry, it was like salt from the pretzels. But it was
Like the big
a-
chunks of salt?
It was like a fair amount of salt. And it dropped in, and it didn't like stop. Like it got caught in the fan and just was like, no. I'm like, no. And I turned off my Xbox and it was like, wah. And I'm like, well, all right. And then I turned it back on. It's gone. So, sitting at the bottom of my Xbox, in the Xbox right now.
You'd be
just
screwed if
nerds
the Xbox had to always
and
be on.
salt.
It would just keep going.
I wake up in the middle wah. I'm like, damn Xbox.
Xbox off. Yes.
Yeah.
People are concerned about your Xbox. I'm not sure if you've been reading the comments.
I should stop.
There's
this-
comments.
Very few.
Yeah,
Okay, I was gonna say I stay away from YouTube comments. So
We have one dedicated viewer.
shout out to you.
And so thanks for watching, and now you have an update on Brett's candy progress.
It's,
There you go.
Yeah.
it's doing well.
Not doing well.
At all.
I'm sorry.
No. Everyone should take candy away from me.
I
He buys
lost
it by
that
the
privilege.
pound on Amazon, so take that
You really?
privilege away.
I did once. I bought 9 pounds of gummy worms for $4. I was completely worth
awesome.
it. Yeah, no, it wasn't worth it. They were one big mass of fucking gummy worm. I was it's like a pillow at this point. Oh my god.
The Xbox doesn't do so well with gummies.
No.
It just slows down the game drastically.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
Speaking of Amazon,
I thought you were gonna say slowing down in gummy worms,
Nope.
but hey,
but we'll get back to gummy. I've got segues
Okay.
all over the place.
Okay.
Speaking of Amazon Prime is now a restaurant delivery service.
What do you mean?
Deliver my Burger King.
Seriously?
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
So they just started this in Seattle, and there are a list of restaurants that Amazon supports, and you can go. I'm assuming go to their website and just choose what you want to order.
Yeah.
And then Amazon delivers it to you within an hour.
There's
That's
an
cool.
app for that though. There's already an app for that, but it only works
But
in
now
some major
Amazon.
cities.
And it's,
Yeah, Grubhub.
Grubhub.
But this is part of Amazon Prime, and so I've been part of Prime for a couple years now.
Yeah.
And for it's $100 now a year.
Yeah.
You get 2-day free shipping on everything you order, which is amazing. Because you
Wow.
want something and you got it.
Yeah.
Sometimes
In
I've gotten
2
things.
days.
I've gotten things the next day before.
Yeah.
Literally, I've ordered at 8:00 at night, and by noon the next day I have it. I'm like, that's magical.
Yeah,
Your
well,
neighbor
you-
actually just wrapping it up and just putting
Right
it.
in front of
You
my
know,
door.
people are worried
There's no
about the-
postage at all on it.
people are worried about the NSA, and yet Amazon can send you a package in under 18 hours, and
Right.
it's why are we worried about the NSA when these dudes can send me anything
Yeah.
in under a
You
day?
can get a
amazing.
boat in a day.
I don't think maybe.
So, on top
Stratus.
of the delivery service, Amazon Prime also includes the streaming service. It's kind of like
Yeah.
Netflix.
Yeah.
It's not very good, but it's included as part of that $100 a year. So I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, I'll take it. And then recently they gave me Amazon Music, which is,
new, yeah.
as far as I'm
I heard
concerned,
it's like a Spotify almost.
it's just like Spotify. But since you're paying for Prime, it's like a paid Spotify.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. Amazon Prime is now the best deal on the face of the planet, hands down. And then now it's going to include this food delivery
Well, that
service.
2-day shipping is
That's cool.
great, especially if you
Right.
order things from Amazon often.
lot.
It'll pay for itself within
You see, that's why I don't have Prime. I don't use Amazon enough to justify myself.
I buy my
getting-
deodorant on Amazon.
See, I don't do that.
I buy my vitamins on Amazon. I buy my underwear on Amazon.
I know a kid who bought
Buy my
condoms
video
on.
games. I should do that. I ran
You can't.
out.
You
Mormon
can,
Mike?
Yeah, Mike.
Ah,
Mormon
Mormon
fan.
Mike.
He bought it in bulk of 300.
Mormons have sex a lot. Well, once they're married.
I learned something today.
Yes, you do.
Well, they wait so long, and then it happens, and
Built up,
everyone's this
anger.
this was a terrible experience on a personal level, and then they're still in love because whatever, whatever that means.
Nerds.
Edit.
Got
No, we love Mormons.
Blank.
We do
hey,
love Mormons.
We love blank. Oh, I'm sorry.
We love everybody. Yeah, these are a little weird, right? Getting used to.
I like them though.
yeah.
I prefer that than it's
What was it
I was
before?
playing. They were the arm swings
Yeah,
Oh.
all the mics had these booms,
Yeah.
booms that were just sticking right in front of you.
and there's more room to walk now.
Yeah.
It's not it's nice.
It is a lot nicer,
Cirque
and they look
Soleil.
nicer on camera too.
They
I-
do.
they
You
do.
look professional.
Not really.
No,
As soon as I open my mouth, you can tell there's
I'm
no
in
professionalism.
sweatpants shorts, man. I don't. What do you want?
There's no such
We're
thing.
gonna crop you from here up.
Good, perfect. Yeah, I'm
just-
kind of a tall dude. I can
waist
stand
down
up.
for
Be
him.
like,
See, you misunderstood. You're only going to get the waist down.
Like on my side is gonna be a green screen of just my legs.
Brett and I will be normal. We're just going to see your legs.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and actually, I'm changing your Twitter handle. It's going to be like Swenhana Legs.
Swenhana Legs, leg hunter.
Yeah.
I guess
This is going to be fun.
our guest speaker, Kevin Swenson's legs.
They've walked around for 22 years on this earth. It's fantastic.
I'm going to crop out your mouth and just stick it on the side of your
like
leg.
right in the inner thigh.
Anybody in the room fans of Kingdom Hearts?
I was when it
love
first
Kingdom Hearts,
when it first came out. I was, and then I was just like, wow.
I have the first two.
don't know.
I never like got the handhelds to play them, but like I love the first two, and I want to play the third one really bad.
I loved 1 and 2 as well.
Yes.
I think I own all the handheld ones, but I've never
Sure.
played any of them.
That's fine.
Yep.
That's why YouTube exists.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bring the sun up.
And then I got the HD remasters for PS3,
Okay.
which
Did you play them?
I beat the first one.
Okay.
And I have not opened the second one because it's a collector's edition. And
You know, why would you want to open that?
Yeah.
how
right?
dare I? It's already worth something. So they've been calling these re-releases, the HD ones, 1.5 and 2.5, but now there's a leak for something on the PS4 called Kingdom Hearts 2.9, which I can only assume, there's a lot of speculation on this, but I can only assume that what it is probably a compilation of Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2,
Yeah.
and maybe some of the handheld ones, all in one big bundle for the PS4 remastered, upscaled, all that stuff. Would you guys play that? Get back in the Kingdom Hearts spirit?
I would. Like, I only played the first one, but I still really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But I just never got into it, because, like, I was playing that, I was like, this is fucking awesome. And then I, like, found Call of Duty, and I was like, oh, well, Call of
This
Duty.
is way easier.
Yeah,
totally different.
And I can tell people I bang their moms.
Exactly,
So,
like,
what-
dude, I can tell, like, if I'm yelling at Kingdom Hearts, like, that's horrible. Like, why would I yell at that, you know?
Right. Yeah. I guess when Kingdom Hearts came out, I mean, I'm older than you guys.
Yeah.
I felt like I was already a little too old to play it, but I loved it, so it didn't matter.
so good.
It's so good. Going back to it's a little strange. It's not as good as I remember. Played the HD ones, and I'm like, it's a lot of button mashing. It's just kind of like run around, bam, 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 bam.
It's definitely button mashing, and I think I remember distinctly when I played it that I had an issue with like the targeting system because you could free aim. You know, it's a melee pretty much game, but you could free aim or you could lock on, but it was very clunky. It was very, you know, and then you had the bosses where it's like the weak point's here, but you can only target here, you know.
Right.
And I feel like now, like I haven't played any of the new ones or like the remakes or anything like that, but I feel like 22-year-old me would be pissed at like 13-year-old me and how he figured out how to play these games because I can't even aim right in Call of Duty.
Yeah.
So how could I do this game now?
I do feel like I was better at gaming when I was a kid.
Yeah. I agree.
All right. So I don't really care about the rest of the news that happened this week.
I don't think anything really did happen.
No, not really. I made a suggestion, and I don't know if you guys actually followed through because I forgot to ask.
Oh, the
What was
topics.
Everybody comes to the
Yes.
podcast
Yeah,
table with a topic.
He texts me. So my girlfriend goes to Leslie University, right? Getting her master's degree. And
Way
we're
to
there.
go.
What?
We're very proud of you. Girlfriend with no name.
Sarah.
That goes to
Sarah.
Leslie University.
He looks at the shirt. Crop that part out. Like, it's just like the voiceover is still there, so now all the voices are off by like an inch, or like a second, whatever it's called.
No, I like the way I did it. I want it to be as creepy as possible.
Yeah. Well, so
Sarah.
Brett texted me last night at like 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
And we're drinking.
Oh, this is about when I texted you. So
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
perfect.
and I'm like, we're drinking. The waitress is like, "You want another beer?" I'm like, "Yeah." I got another beer. I look at my phone and he's like, "Think of a topic." I'm like, "Fuck." I'm like, "What?" I got like 10 hours to figure this out. Let's do it. Woke up this morning, boom, had one. I was ready.
Oh, yeah?
I don't want to go first though.
You're going first.
best video game boobies you've had. No, I'm kidding.
His suggestion in the car is, "I'm going to talk about video game boobies."
Yeah,
I go, let's
that
get
works,
all the
man.
women in the world pissed at us in 10 seconds.
I don't know if you guys go for achievements. Like
I'm a trophy hunter, man.
Exactly.
I
I love
trophy
going for
hunting.
achievements. What's the most difficult achievement you've ever gotten? But like I'm telling like something that's like you've like wanted to put your head through a wall. Like you've tried at it like multiple times. The hardest achievement you've ever done.
Damn, dude.
Yeah. Like I already know
that's
my
a tough
answers.
question.
I have two answers.
Please
What's
start
your
then. It might
answer?
take me a second.
I think it was one of the skate
I'm looking at
games.
my wall.
Skate games, okay.
Like skate.
Never
It was
played
either
it.
skate,
Skate.
1 or 2 or 3,
Yeah.
and it was one of the last missions, and it was like you had to do like a nollie kickflip off of this like ledge to a 20-foot drop to a certain grind on a like off the ledge onto a rail, and then off of that rail to a different like kickflip onto a bench, and it took
That
me
didn't
like
mean anything to me.
exactly, and it took me like 10 days. of like just trying it and like it got to the point where I'd be like, nope, and just turn off my like I was so pissed, and I finally got it, and then I never played Skate ever again.
Ever again.
Wow.
Ever again. And then Batman also had a really difficult one, like the new Batman.
Oh yeah, you said that you've been stuck at like 99% with the Riddler trophies.
Yeah,
right?
but they have an achievement which is fly under all 3 bridges in the city, and I don't know if you played it, but they're pretty far apart without touching anything.
So you have to do it in one big flight.
Yeah, one big flight. And
I'm sure there's one spot in the game that's like so
exactly,
high that
but it's one of those things
fully
where
upgraded. You can hit the jump.
But you can use your grappling gun to like get air.
What? You can't use your grappling gun.
That's what I said too when he told me that. I was like, "Oh, just grapple, let go, and go."
No, you can't. You literally have to just be like.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got to do the.
Wow.
And it took me like 9 hours, which isn't that long. I mean, yes,
For
it's
one
guys,
achievement?
yes, it's long, but it's not like it wasn't like.
I'm gonna be Mike for a second. What world are we living
exactly.
in?
Where 9 hours,
right? That's a full work day.
No, I knew it was, but like I got it.
You didn't get paid for that shit.
I got it, and I was super pissed because it was 5 gamer score. And I was like, oh my god, Batman. Like, if there was a disc,
Oh my
I bought
God,
it digitally.
Batman.
If there was a disc, I would have broke it.
Yeah.
I got so mad I was throwing nerds in my Xbox.
Wow. Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is like such a generic answer, but it's the first one I thought of.
Okay.
Demon Souls. I was playing when it first came out. I was super into it.
Yeah.
And I was determined. I was like, this is a really hard game, but I'm gonna force myself to get good at it. And and I remember being like probably 15 hours in, and I like just beat the first boss.
Yeah.
And I was like, and then the trophy pops. I was like, bing, and I'm like, oh. I think that's the first one of those I've seen. Yeah. Like 15 hours into the game, and so like I checked my trophy list, and it was like Demon Souls 1%. I was like, you know what? I love you, Demon Souls. I give up. Like I'm totally done. So it's not a specific one, but the game itself is just.
Oh my god! I'd be so pissed.
And there are people out there who have bought like the Japanese version, the European version, and the American version, and platinumed all 3. Like
That's ridiculous.
Because people who are obsessed about this just want to like go crazy and show how amazing they are. I can't do it. But yeah,
I do, but
yeah. There was it's basically the opposite topic that you brought up, but it's supposed to be my most embarrassing trophy hunting mission.
Okay.
But I'm so fucking proud of it. I'm embarrassed for myself about how proud I am.
Sure.
Hannah Montana, the movie, the
Video
game.
Yes.
Yep.
You just broke the mic.
I did.
Oh,
I'm so excited. About 5 hours, non-stop. I platinumed the fuck out of that game.
Wait, it's a console game.
It's a PlayStation 3 and 360 game. And
I hope that's backwards compatible.
Better be backwards compatible. I will buy that thing in a second.
Yeah.
There are... I mean, like, you have to, like, go, like, find things to impress the guy you want to date.
Just like real life. Yeah.
Exactly.
Just like college.
There are horse riding missions. There are...
Jobby rides horses.
Joby rides horses. Joby rode Toby.
Jobby rode... Oh my god.
As we learned earlier in this podcast.
We are poets.
I know it.
America.
I'm sorry for that. Mike, I apologize. You're not here to keep everybody grounded.
I know, exactly.
We went off the rails. But there are also, there's like dancing missions where you literally have to take the DualShock 3 is like motion sensitive.
Yeah.
So like there'd be times I was like, tinka, 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 tinka. Like, because it shows you.
Like 4 a.m., you're like...
It's dark. You're sitting there.
Yeah.
I hate my life.
Yep. It was the most embarrassing fun time I've ever had with a video game. Like I can't even separate those two words. I enjoyed the hell out of that game.
Yeah.
It was for little girls.
Yeah.
Although my favorite TV show is iCarly, so I'm secretly a little girl at heart.
I was actually talking about iCarly yesterday at dinner. Ironically.
Come on.
I swear to God.
I love you.
I swear to God.
How did that come up?
Please, thank you.
Well, we were talking about, my girlfriend and I were talking about like the sort of
Sarah.
The Disneyfication or like Nickelodeonification of like women, like girls who grow up and then become like, people like our age, like between our age range, where they do like normal things adults would do when they're like worth millions of dollars, and everyone goes, oh my god, they were so innocent like on TV, and now they're like normal, like
Yeah.
And I had said like I had brought up the girl from Zoe 101, which was Britney Spears' little sister. I forget what her...
Jamie Lynn Spears.
Jamie Lynn Spears.
You knew right off the bat.
Good show.
She was like 22 and she gets pregnant. Everyone's like, whoa! And it's like, well, she's like 22. 22? When she got pregnant, she was...
So what's the...
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah. So, and I had said, oh, I wonder what happened to the iCarly girl.
Miranda Cosgrove.
died.
Yeah, she
No,
didn't die.
she turned into a meme.
She's a meme.
when she left the show, she went to college.
That's,
Well,
really,
that's what.
that's how the show ended, isn't
That's
it?
what the
No,
twins did from.
Oh, maybe, but
Sweet
like,
Light. Come on.
I've seen every episode. I actually forgot how it ended. That's really strange.
Yeah.
What, iCarly?
Yeah.
Doesn't her
died.
dad come back or something?
They all died.
There was an episode where the dad came back and was going to take Carly away, but
That
Sam
was
went.
it.
But no, that wasn't the end. That was like a season or two before they ended.
Okay.
So they all died then. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then the next point
I could be
brought up
wrong.
was-
I have no idea.
the next thing I said was, what happened to the blonde girl on that show? I forget what her name
Sam.
is. Sam.
Pretty
Yeah.
sure she's a model.
Well,
She's not a model, but
She's on another show.
She's on another show, but she dates a basketball star. And the only reason that came out is because
Is he black?
he is black.
That's why it came out.
Huh.
That's right.
Joe will be playing the race
Yeah.
card.
Yeah, come on.
Right, this would never happen on Nickelodeon.
Right, but it was because when
Edit.
when
She's dating the juice dude.
The who?
The juice guy from
Juice guy.
from the sandwich shop.
Oh, no.
I love that we all know something about iCarly.
The one with donuts on the
Yeah, he's like the food
Wow.
on a stick, dude.
go wait in the car. Come
I
on,
know.
man.
I'm sorry.
He's like this stoner that's not allowed to smoke on the show.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
No, but she like had sent illicit pictures, whatever that means, to her boyfriend.
Yeah.
And she had leaked them, I think maybe herself, or maybe when the cloud was hacked and like all those actresses like
Or
nudes
maybe
came
he
out.
leaked
Yeah.
it on
Or maybe
the
he leaked them, yeah. But like, and everyone was like, everyone looked at it and basically was like, oh, whoa, this is the girl from iCarly.
Yeah.
Did you just?
People were sitting there like, wait a minute, this is Sam.
Wait a minute.
She's hot.
Sanford.
I really hope you're watching this, Sarah.
Juice guy from iCarly. Like,
That's that's the exact terminology I use, and the motion too. I don't know how I'm not single.
What was the topic?
best achievement. I don't know.
Best video game
I don't know
movies you've ever
how
seen.
how we got
Best
from
video game movies. We're back on the real
I don't
topic.
know
It all comes
how
full
we got from
circle.
achievement to Sam from iCarly, but
Is it hot in here? Or
You
just
know what? It
thinking
suddenly
about
did get hot in
iCarly?
here. So what was the hardest achievement you've ever achieved?
It's definitely not Hannah Montana, the
No,
video game.
that was
I'll tell you
super
that much.
easy and awesome.
I think mine. It's a toss up for me. Okay, so one of them is before there were achievements or trophies. It was in Jack 2.
Yeah.
and
that was a
good,
hard
great
game.
That was a hard game.
it was such a great game.
It was great. It
If
was
they
like
remade that, I'd play that. Like,
There was-
remade
they did
that.
remake
You need a PlayStation 3.
There's a
There's a
PS4.
trilogy.
But collecting all the precursor orbs, which were like a main collectible in the first game,
Right.
and now they're like hidden sparsely. That took me.
oh,
like,
my god, yeah.
Because all of the
So-
all the races and everything.
That
like,
too, yeah,
so
it was brutal.
hard.
And then I would say it ties with trying to beat Call of Duty 4 on veteran, the hardest difficulty.
Yeah.
Because it's one of those games where like they definitely didn't take into consideration how to like. Basically, it's one of those games where like unlike Dark Souls, where like the game can get harder or easier depending on how you play it.
Yeah.
This game was just like, it was like, okay, you're on the hardest difficulty. Well, now the enemies have 3 times the health and can kill you in one shot.
Yeah, it was almost impossible.
And they were coded to throw grenades. You know, in the game, they're coded to throw grenades when you're behind something. It makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, the military might do that. I don't know. But in this one, they were coded to throw grenades because they were coded to use the strongest attack they had, which was a grenade. So you would stand still behind a wall, and you get the little indicator be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you'd be like, I hope none of those roll forward, and they all roll forward in front of you, and you're just like, okay, and like,
yeah, that
it's
took me
impossible.
like days to beat.
Yeah,
the
no,
champion,
it's,
like days, and
especially
then
that
days
there's
were, like 14
like
days.
the famous mission where it's like the sniping mission in Russia. You're at the Ferris wheel, and you sneak in to assassinate like the main bad guy, but in the twist he comes back in the end. Spoiler in a game that's like 10 years old.
And like 4 hours long.
Yeah, exactly. And you get to this big open field and you have like a sniper rifle and like a pistol, and it's like you get attacked and it's like a standoff horde mode thing. It's impossible.
4 was the first Modern Warfare, right?
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And were the campaigns that short then? Because I said it was like 4 hours, but I don't think I
They
ever
were
played
pretty
the
short.
campaign.
Now I think they're longer. I would
Yeah.
argue that like Ghosts and like Advanced Warfare really wanted to make you feel like you cared about
It was like
the
probably like
characters.
it's not long, but it was probably a solid 10 hours.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
decent.
no, that's a decent
Yeah.
campaign,
It's a-
given it's
yeah.
a multiplayer game too. But like the old ones were definitely shorter,
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
But they were also like some of these characters spanned 3 different games, so like you did feel like you cared about the characters a tiny bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like not enough for you to be like, I'm trying to think of a game where someone important died, like Gears of War when Dom dies. You know, you don't feel like that when someone else dies. Really, dude?
So yeah, one of my
it's an Xbox exclusive, I guess.
One of the gaping holes in my in my video game history is that I've never owned a 360.
That's just.
I know, it's crazy. I was a PS3 guy. I didn't have
You
enough
own a
money to own
PS
both.
Vita and you don't have a 360?
Well, I'm fucking crazy rich now.
Look at this setup we have.
No, I am broke because of this setup. Right. That's why we're using a $100 GoPro to record a majority.
That's why the computer's in Windows XP right now.
Yeah. No. That's actually Windows ME.
Oh.
The 2000 edition.
Oh, sick.
Oh yeah.
I love it.
Me too.
I think that's what my computers at work run on.
Now you're up. Now what's your topic?
You didn't say, you did say your highest achievement. My question was, or rather, it was just something to talk about. Okay. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of Video Game Donkey. I'm sure YouTube has. He's like a very famous, like, sort of satirical YouTuber.
Okay, no.
No, we'll look it up later. He
Sure.
makes like joke videos about like video games, like big video games.
Okay.
And he does a lot of League of Legends videos too, but he does them like ironically. He's good at the game, but he'll like just dick around basically because he's like he likes to make comedy and things like that.
Sure.
He made this big video and hit Reddit like immediately. Like I saw it when I was on YouTube, like they doing stuff yesterday, and it's about how he's never gonna record a video on League of Legends, and that's not the point I want to bring. That's not like the topic, like about like why would he do that because it's such a big game. The topic he brought up was he was banned for not threatening someone, but like basically like talking shit to someone playing who was bad, and he was just saying like, why are you so bad at this game? Like, F you, blah blah blah, whatever.
Right.
Which we've all done.
Yeah, sure, we've all done that, right? And the studio, which I believe is called Riot Studios, bans him, right, for toxic gameplay. He's banned till the 17th, right? It happened on last Friday. He's banned till like next Friday or whatever the 17th is. And he said to them, "Can you unban me? I want to finish a video, and then I'm like, I probably won't make any videos about you guys anymore." And they said, "No, you're toxic. You're gonna wait it out till the 17th." So he basically said, "Well, I'm not making." And he was doing this for free. He wasn't sponsored by League of Legends. So the question is, and what he brings up in his video is like, does it make sense to ban people for talking shit on a game that is rated M? I mean, I don't know what the rating is for League of Legends because it's on the computer. I don't ever check these things. It's free. But can you ban someone for being toxic or vulgar in a game chat when it's rated M? If you're worried about little kids, like they shouldn't own the games to begin with.
Or there are options to mute other players.
And there's the warnings on it that say the ESRB doesn't rate the online interactions. You never know what's going to happen.
Exactly.
So did they have the grounds to ban them for that when there's people who might cheat and they will ban them, but not as quickly as someone who might say like you're a scrub, and then it also raises the question of when you play a video game and you play with your friends, you play with random people, you don't like them, you like them or whatever, and you're mouthing off at them. Are you wasting time mouthing off at them because the game's not holding your attention long enough? Or are you just doing it because because of the competitive aspect? It could really go both ways, I think. So, really two parts here, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like a huge online gamer. Like I like my single player, like my story based. I want to play by myself. Other people piss me off because either A, they're gonna suck and bring me down,
or you're gonna suck.
Yeah, I'm like I almost feel like embarrassed to play online for the first time because I'm like I'm first time guys. I don't know what I'm doing.
Don't be pissing me.
Yeah, exactly. Like show me the ropes and
people are like fuck you, you're new.
I've actually had some really nice experiences, but yeah, I don't think people should be banned.
Yeah,
I feel like
even a temporary ban.
Right, it's there's like this. There's this anonymity that the internet provides where you don't know where somebody lives. So if you're like, I'm going to fucking kill you, it's just somebody saying it. That's who's anonymous.
Yeah, I've done that so many times.
And they don't know where you live.
Yeah.
And so there's no chance that this like person's going to become a real stalker or anything.
Right.
So
unless you're a hot girl.
Yeah.
Then you might have a problem. Which I don't have that problem. I'm not a hot girl.
Right.
Unfortunately. I'm sorry, Brett.
Oh, man.
That's the only reason I'm here.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like this is different than calling someone up and being like and sending death threats.
Yeah, or like I know where you live and stuff like
right.
that.
So it's all part of the game, and if you're not an adult, you probably shouldn't be playing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So I mean, they shouldn't be banned.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
Right.
So I do highly though endorse this guy for just being like, I'm never going to make videos for you ever again. Because all it was doing was promoting League of Legends.
Yeah, and he was doing it for like since it started. When it had an older name too. It used to be called I think like Revan or something like that. It used to have like an older name. Then they switched because they just change it, and it's so big now, like in esports and stuff. And he was like putting out free content for 4 years basically, and now he's saying see you later. Yeah. Chris, this is the same guy who makes videos about the newest Metal Gear Solid game, and he'll call it Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Menace, and just hope and then just like rides with it. He'll be like, "This is Donkey, and I'm playing the Phantom Menace," and then just like goes with it, like leaves it like that. His videos are great. You gotta look it up. We could probably link it. I don't know.
I'll definitely check it out.
Yeah, it's hysterical. It's like one of the few YouTube channels I subscribe to, and actually watch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when
outside of Without Parole.
Right.
Yeah. He's like, what's Without Parole?
Is that this?
Yeah, that's this.
I thought this was Shadow of the Colossus.
Not Shadow of the Colossus.
It would be pretty scary, actually.
What do you think? People should be banned?
I have gotten banned before for trash talking, but not like banned, but like you just
communication
inability,
ban.
Yeah, like your inability to use a mic, which is just it's not annoying, but I've said pretty bad things, and like I've gotten banned from using like the Xbox chat multiple times, just for like saying the worst types of things to people, or I'll just like
at least you admit they were really
no,
bad.
yeah, no, or like
that's the other thing. He was banned for telling the kid in the chat. This is sort of like the caveat or like the other side of the argument is that he said like you should never ever turn on your PC again, you piece of trash. You should go and get gunned down in the street like the waste of space that you are or something.
See,
like
that's horrible. I don't say that.
I'm sorry, the degenerate that you are. Yeah. That's what he said. He was very eloquent and also horrible. So that sort of raises the question of like how much is too much?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because online bullying.
Yeah,
exactly. Online bullying is like a real thing too. It's for some people.
Yeah, I bully people online,
but like through like Facebook
I know you do.
and stuff.
You send me dirty text messages all the time.
Yeah,
but like online bullying like applies to Facebook.
Yeah,
like,
right.
It applies to like
you know who it is, or
right
something.
through Twitter or something.
But it's different when you're playing like a Call of Duty or any online video game because like when you message someone on Facebook and you're like, "Oh, you suck, you should die," that's fucking horrible.
Yeah.
But if you do it on like Call of Duty, all right, that's different. Like you're playing a shooting game.
Yeah.
You're playing a game where you're murdering people loosely.
Exactly. So it's
Like,
completely different. But it's like so story-wise, I was playing Grand Theft Auto, and there's this one wicked loud black dude, and he was just blasting music the whole
Keep that in
time.
mind that we know he's black.
Yeah,
totally
no,
gonna edit this out. Go ahead.
so he was just blasting rap music and like blasting, and I'm like, dude, like, because I don't, you can't mute like, or maybe you can.
You can. It's you have to like go into one menu, go to the next. You can't, it's not like one touch like
yeah.
in
So
Call of Duty
it's too much work. So I just followed him around for 30 minutes. Like every game he joined, I was in there.
So you were stalking
Yes,
him.
I was stalking him, and then so he like left, and he was like, "Oh, fuck you, kid," and I was like, "Yeah, whatever." And then I just sent him because you can send people messages on Xbox Live, but you can send like recorded messages of you talking for 30 seconds.
He sends me all the time.
So I sent him the whole
music.
Yin Yang, the Whisper song by the Yin Yang Twins. I sent him the whole.
Don't worry about it.
Thanks.
It's a horrible song. I sent him the whole song in 30-second clips.
Because you can send out a max of 30 seconds.
And the messages, and then I just kept on sending him songs. I was like, and I probably sent him like 48 messages, and then
it's like a 3.5 minute song.
Yeah,
So
and then
24 minutes of music.
yeah, and then Xbox was finally like, yeah, you can't message people for 48 hours. And I'm like, all right.
I'm sorry, Microsoft.
It was worth it though. It was completely worth it.
That sounds like it.
Yeah, because. What are you gonna, you're gonna get pissed, but you're like, why does this dude keep on sending me songs?
I love the Yang Yang Twins, especially the Mexican guy.
But
Yeah. Okay. You know what, guys? I would love to bring up my topic.
Okay.
yes,
But I'm not going to because we're kind of out of time.
oh shit.
This has been a pretty
Oh, wow.
lengthy show, and and I don't have a lot of topics to talk about. So I
good
need to
thing we brought some
conserve.
in.
Yeah, thank you. No, so yeah, I'll save for that for next week. And so real quick, you guys just gonna be playing Metal Gear Solid 5 for the rest of your lives?
No.
Up until
I'll
something
probably
else
beat
comes
it.
out.
Yeah, until
but,
something comes out. I still have to beat The Witcher 3.
Oh God.
I haven't even dented Dragon Age Inquisition yet, which is like just a massive game. Then the new Call of Duty will come out, and then I get stuck on that, and then I'll be gone forever because a week later Fallout 4 comes out.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting
And that's
I'm pumped
I'm
about that.
wicked excited. I love Fallout.
Yeah.
In general.
Oh yeah, Fallout 3 was probably my favorite game.
Yeah.
Of the last decade.
Oh yeah, it's they're masterpieces, but I'm gonna suffocate in all these games. I don't know what I'm gonna do. My hard drive's gonna explode. It's not gonna know what to do.
Yeah. There's so many games that I want to play. Like I was talking about Until Dawn last week.
Yeah.
And,
I've been watching videos about that, and I
good.
want to buy it.
It sounded
Because
interesting.
I just hooked up my PS4.
the price is already
next week.
the price is already dropping.
Really?
It's like you can tell on Amazon, like when it drops $1 or $2, like the first week it's out, you're like, oh, this is set for a big price drop in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So I'll probably wait for like a couple weeks and see what happens. If it's by October 1st, like Halloween month.
Yeah.
If it hasn't dropped by then, I'll just fucking buy it.
It raises price.
Yeah.
It's Halloween.
$70? What? Because that seems like a game you can probably blast through pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And those games are really appealing right now.
It
looks really good though.
Yeah. So with Persona 5, with Fallout 4, all these games coming out, I just don't have time for anything. I'm in Danganronpa 2 hell right now. Jobby and I are at the same spot. And then we'll be playing Ultra Despair Girls after that, right?
Ultra Despair Girls.
These games are
Sounds
awesome.
like my ex-girlfriends.
What are your ex-girlfriends' names? Let's
No,
call them
no,
out.
no, I'm not gonna call them out. We're not calling them out.
Sarah, we're gonna talk about his ex-girlfriends.
Never. We can't, and then I can't promote the channel because if I tweet
Totally
it,
not
all my
gonna talk.
ex-girls are gonna be like, "You're a fucking idiot." I mean, I get those texts anyway. But.
Right. Awesome, guys. This has been a great episode.
Excellent.
Thank you for thanks for filling in for Mike.
Oh, thank you.
Mike, hopefully we'll see you again next week.
Not if I get the real love on the internet though. That might be it for you, Mike. I haven't even met you, and that might be game over.
If this hits 100 views by tomorrow, we'll never see Mike again.
I will make up so many people to watch this video.
You're gonna be sitting at home just watching it over and over.
Yeah,
making
different devices going.
Awesome. All right, guys. Thanks for coming in today. For Gaming Without Parole, I'm Bryan Paul.
Oh, I'm Brett.
And I'm Kevin.
I'm Jobby.
And Mike is somewhere.
And amazingly enough, we're gonna see you next week. We are actually doing this every week. Thanks for watching.